Hi, in this video, I'm going to be showing you the best text-to-speech AI avatar and voice generator for 2022. I'm Vince from Nomad Institute, and let's get started. So the software right off the bat that I'm going to show you is called Synthesia, and it's amazing. Let me play a quick template video for you so you can get a feel of the power of this product right here. This is what you can look to create with this software.
Hello. Welcome to this multiple choice quiz. It's time to test your learner's knowledge. In this particular template, you'll find placeholders for 2 questions and 2 answers. Without further delay, let's get started. First question, and you're on the clock. Read the question and all alternatives for your audience. After that, give them about 15 seconds to pick an option. Ready? Start the timer.
Okay, so I hope you can see the power of what you can create or hope to create using this software. It is simply hands down amazing. I haven't seen anything on the market that is this powerful. So let me show you real quick what it looks like inside, give you a quick tour. I'll go over the benefits, and lastly, I'll go over who this is made for. All right, so when you go into the home of Synthesia, this is what you'll see. You'll see the templates up here, and then you'll see kind of like a tutorial video in here. All right, and then you can go into your videos. It'll go into how to create different videos, and then the main thing you will be working from is the templates and avatars. So from the templates section, you can pick a whole different bunch of templates. All right, so let me just read off a few of them for you, and even demo and showcase a few of them for you. All right, so the first one is interaction type and storyline. All right, so let me go ahead and play this for you.
Hello. Today we're going to be working with a template designed to use with storyline. These templates are designed with interaction in mind. We will provide the base layer so that you can focus on adding your hot spots and interactions on top. Let's get started. The first interaction type will be matching. On the left side, you have space for 4 different types of choices that your learner will match with 4 different types of answers. Don't forget to scramble your answers on the right so that your learners have to think about which choices match.
Okay, real quick, for those of you who don't know what Articulate 360 is and the other software, basically it's a e-learning course building software. So what you can do is you can integrate this software right here, and then you can add interaction from Articulate 360 so that it becomes a interaction matching module.
Here is a pick one template with an area to add an image, a description, and a choice between 2 answers.
Okay, so all of these sections right here, you're gonna have to create using Articulate 360, but it just gives you an example of what you can do, and that's quite powerful. All right, so let me move on to the next one. All right, so this is basically a Storyline 360 template with Synthesia. Now this is a more like a corporate type of training, compliance type training. So let's check this one out.
How's it going? We know that you've probably created compliance training in the past, and we wanted to give you an opportunity to rethink how you introduce your learning content. So let's have a look. Spark some life into your training by kicking it off with an inspirational quote or message from one of the leaders in your organization. This can help connect the training you're conducting to the overall mission of the company. Start with a story to ground your learners. A narrative allows your learners to
Okay, so as you can see, this is very realistic, and it has the animation. I mean, this blows PowerPoint out of the water. So this is basically compliance training, and it even gives you guidance on how to create it. Pretty. I love the color scheme. I love the animation. I really like how realistic the avatar looks. Right? It looks very, very realistic. All right, let's move on to the next one. We covered this one. Let's go with core values.
Hey there. Glad to have you joining us. Today, we're talking about core values. This template is less about telling and more about showing. For big impact, be sure to make use of our free stock photo and video library, or feel free to upload your own footage. This is the beginning where you can lay out all of the core values you're going to cover in this video. When you see all of these values together, what images do you see in your mind? Try typing those words into the stock.
Okay, so that's pretty decent core values. All right, so that pretty much covers most of the different broad topics that they cover. It's mainly corporate training, core values, e-learning such as using Storyline 360 integration, or just a quiz show, multiple choice type of video interaction. And then you also have timeline and quick tips. All right, let's go with one more, and then I'll go into how do you modify and edit this.
Hey there. Time sure flies, doesn't it? Sometimes you'll need a timeline to remind learners that everything takes time to create. Use this template to show key moments of your company. Let's dive in. Start from the beginning. Use the avatar as a guide through this journey. Insert the right year for your company's early days. Change the placeholder image for something relevant to your narrative, and add a compelling title and additional description. Moving on, jump to the next moment. Give your audience something to remind.
Okay, so I just want to say real quick, this is amazing. You can add the avatar in a kind of like a bubble right here, and do the talking head thing, and then the animation is just really amazing. It looks really high quality. It looks like you spent a lot of time to create this video, but in about a few seconds, I'm going to show you that's not the case. It's very easy to kind of customize this. So let's head into the let's go pick one, and then I'll show you how easy it is. I want to preview this. I'm going to create a video using that template. All right. And then from here, I can customize a lot of things. I can select the avatar I would like. All right, so I scroll down here. There's quite a few, so you can get lost. So let's say I pick this person here. See how easy it switches out? Or this person here, right here. All right, they have the good thing I like is they have different ethnicities, different genders. So let's try this one here, and then let's play, see what it sounds like or looks like visually.
Hello. Welcome.
Oh, sorry. One more thing I want to mention: when you're previewing, the avatar is not going to be animated. Right, so you have to kind of generate the video, and then it's going to show you the animation. And the great thing about it is, if anyone who's ever done animation before, they'd know that lip syncing, like making the mouth animate correctly towards the words that's coming out, is very difficult. It's a kind of like a minor job in itself, right? To make sure that the lip is properly animated, and this is all done for you automatically. All you have to do basically is enter in the script right here. So once you select your avatar, whatever avatar you like, okay, you can do either the full length, you can do center, you can do left, you can do right. In this case, it's going to be right because this is all the graphics right here. And you can also change the size, or you can do the talking head thing to if you're doing some kind of presentation. So this is a circle, right? That's the talking head. Or you could do voice only. Now, I highly recommend that you do not do the voice only, because it's a waste of money. you're basically paying for a car that can go 200 miles per hour with this software, and you're going like 10 miles per hour if you're just doing voice only. There's plenty of other softwares that could do voice only. I would highly recommend you just stick to the circle or full body for to utilize the best usage of this software. All right, so from here, once you've kind of customized everything, you just go down here and you just enter in your script. All right, so you can say hello. I'm just gonna modify a little bit of this. Welcome to this multiple choice quiz. How about this English quiz? Let's see, English 101 quiz. All right, it's time to test your knowledge. It's time to let's review your knowledge. And then you can customize this even further. Let's see. I will this quiz this test will be on English history. All right, and I'm gonna leave it like that, so you can kind of see what it looks like. So I'm gonna play it, and you're not gonna see the animation for the preview. You're just gonna hear the voice. All right, and the other thing I want to mention while it's loading. Oops.
Hello. Welcome to this English 101 quiz. It's time to review your knowledge. This test will be on English history. Without further delay, let's get started.
Okay. Now, obviously, you might have to type one. Let's see. 101. 101. Let's see how that works.
Hello. Welcome to this English 101 quiz. It's time to review your knowledge. This test will be on English history. Without further delay, let's get started.
All right. And I like how it has the lights in the background. That looks amazing. Okay, so real quick, let me just point this out real quick. When it comes down to most text-to-speech, not just Synthesia's text-to-speech, but most text-to-speech, sometimes they read numbers a bit funky, and you kind of have to spell it out so that they pronounce it according to your liking. All right, so you just have to keep that in mind. Now, let me generate the video and just show you the first part right here. Okay. Multiple choice, insert description here. I want to put the demo. This is a demo. And I'm just going to go and save and process this video. All right. Now it says it's going to take about 6 minutes. And that's what I like. At least you have a rough estimate. So you can go ahead and do your own thing and come back. Now, let me show you real quick. Let me go back to templates. The other thing you can do is you can just go ahead and create your own template. If you see something that you don't, if it's not actually available here, you can just go ahead and create a new template. And you start with a completely blank script. All right, so you can go ahead and make it yourself. You can, let's say I like this avatar here. I'm going to pick the background. So you have different color schemes you can pick from. You can pick from, let me show you the color schemes real quick. All right, that looks a bit boring to me. You have images. This is a little bit better, but still a bit boring. I prefer videos. Okay, and the cool thing about this is it has already Pexel's video library built in here, so you can go ahead and add it in. So let's say we're talking about let's see, let's just go with HR. Let me see, office. Let's go with the office. All right, let's try this. All right, that looks much better. Let's go ahead and play it with the background and see how it looks. All right, you don't have a script yet, but you're just checking out each element before you move on to the next. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and while I'm waiting, enter in the script as well. So from here, you can normally say, you can type whatever you want. Is Jane. I will be your host. I'll be your guide for today's video, today's tour. There we go. So let's go with play. Let's go with script, see what happens here.
Hello, my name is Jane. I will be your guide for today's tour.
Okay. And as you can see, this doesn't have any animation. All right, so you can go ahead and publish this video and see what it looks like real quick. But you get the idea. If you just want to create the next slide, you do the same thing, add a background, add an image, and then add your text. And I would highly recommend, if you're going to use this tool, to pick a video background, because it just looks so much, it adds more depth to your video. All right, so then you can also add, let me just show you real quick, you can also add text, of course. If you want to, add some kind of text, you just click it, and let me you can pick the opacity, shadow, font family, font size, spacing. You can move it backwards and forwards in the position. All right, so you can do quite a bit with this, and then you can do animation as well. All right, you can animate it from the fade in, fade to the left, from the bottom to the right, from the top. You can do expansion. I kind of like from the left. All right, and you can also pick the exit animation. So I like the enter and exit. And let's see. Okay, so and then if you want to change the text, you just click it, and you'll see a very light cursor over here. That's when you know you're ready to edit the text. I'm going to just do an office tour demo. And screen over right here. Okay, so then I'm just going to publish the template. So you can see the animation. Now let's go back to the videos. Let's see how long we are. Okay, so the first one is 11. And let's see our template. Product demo. Oh, here it is, my templates. All right, so now you have your own template right here. And if you want to create the video, you can always do that. I'm going to go ahead and generate the video so you can see, you can get a taste of what this will sound like. Obviously, you can also do a tour. Let's say this is all about the office, right? Then you can just click on circle and minimize it, and you'll get the tour. But I'm going to do full body and generate the video. All right, so you have another example to kind of see and get a feel of how powerful this software is. All right, so while these videos are being processed, I'm going to leave a link for these 2 videos down below so you can go ahead and check them out at any time and not have to wait. But let me go over the benefits real quick. The first one, Synthesia is amazing. It is one of the few softwares that offer both an AI avatar and voice generator. Most softwares on the market, especially when it comes to text-to-speech software, only offers maybe a video editor with stock videos and then a text-to-speech voice, but they lack the AI avatar. This one takes it to the next level and adds the AI avatar, and that's hugely powerful because if you were to hire a spokesperson on Freelancer, and then have them narrate a piece of text, it would cost you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars. You can check it out yourself. But the power of this is, using this software, you don't have to worry about the lighting. You don't have to worry about your what you should wear or your presentation or if you're shy about being on a camera or lighting. You don't even have to worry about speaking. If you get nervous, none of that. All you do is just enter your text into here, and you got a very, very human-like spokesperson, avatar, narrating your text for you. And the only thing you can focus on is you can focus on things like the stock background. You can focus on the animation, and it really improves the quality of the videos that you can produce because you only have to focus on a very few things. Whereas before, if you were to record yourself speaking in a video, you would have to get a camera, make sure the lighting is good, make sure your clothing is all right, make sure you're looking directly into the camera, making sure you have a teleprompt to kind of have the text show up so you know how to read it properly, make sure your voice and intonation is correct. And then if you make any mistakes, you have to edit it out, and that's probably 3 or 4 times worth of recording. So if you record 1 hour of video, you have to kind of edit 3 hours, and on and on and on. This takes all those pain points out. So let me show you real quick the first video. Let me show you this one right here, the one I just created with one slide.
Hello, my name is Jane. I will be your guide for today's tour.
Okay, it was very short, but as you can see, that is quite amazing. Now I did a mistake with the text. I only put it for a couple seconds, but you can see that's amazing. Let me play it one more time for you.
Hello, my name is Jane. I will be your guide for today's tour.
All right, look at that video background and that human avatar with that text to speech. Amazing. All right, so let me X out of this. And this other one right here, it's going to be a while, so I will go ahead and continue on. So we covered the benefits. Let me cover who is this software made specifically for? Who do I envision getting the most benefit using this software? And I would say, because I cover a lot of different softwares out there, from text-to-speech to AI content writers to copywriters and so on and so forth. And I could say this is made for those who are camera shy and whose maybe main language is perhaps not English, and want to make an English training or English video. Then this is for you. More specifically, I would say in what space this is good for. If you're into e-learning, so if you have to make courses, a lot of courses, whether it's for Udemy or for corporate culture such as HR or a lot of checks the box training, or if you're a freelancer, or if you are, maybe have to create a lot of advertisements or explainer videos, or maybe even a teacher, then this software is great for that. I would say if you have to make a lot of any kind of PowerPoint presentation, this is different. This is going to blow. You have to impress people. This will impress anyone, almost anyone that you have to show this to, because it looks like you put a lot of work into this. And really, what people don't know is you You just change a few texts here and there and move things around, drag and drop a few things, and you got a really high quality video. So if you need to kind of impress people, or like you have to kind of sell your idea, your thought, or do some kind of corporate training, whether it's onboarding training for new recruits, such as organizational training, or org chart training, or timeline of the company history or school history, etc. This is great for all of that. Now, the secondary function I could see possibly being used for, right? The first one I covered is the main audience, but the secondary audience I can see people potentially getting benefit from this are those people who need possibly to maybe YouTubers, right? If you're a YouTuber and you want to create videos and you're kind of camera shy, then I can see this type of video being helpful. However, there's a kind of one limitation to this, and that is the output. Let me cover that shortly. Okay, so for $30 a month, you get 10 video credits a month, and it explains what a video credit is. A video credit is 1 minute of video and can be used up to 10 minutes long. So you get 10 1-minute videos, or you get one 10-minute video. That's essentially what this is per month. So that's why I would say like this might be a bit rough to use for YouTube, okay? Because you're gonna need to publish more than one video a month to get kind of traction from my personal experience. But if you're doing corporate training, or maybe training in multiple languages, they have 60 other languages that you can pick from. That's amazing. I didn't cover the other languages in this tutorial, but 60 languages. Then you have 40 different avatars, 25 different templates that we cover. I showed you a few of the custom backgrounds, background music. Now with the background music, I would recommend just sticking with YouTube Studio if you're doing YouTube Studio, so you're safe. But it also has background music and stock video gallery built in. It has a built-in screen recorder, so you don't have to pay extra for that. That's always a plus. You can always share or embed the videos that you published, and you can also import a PowerPoint. All right, so you can. I forgot to cover this, but you can also add your PowerPoint slide in here, and then place your avatar on top, as well as text or the audio in there. And it's up to six slides per video. All right, so that's and this is the you can create an avatar of yourself. That's the that's the fun thing right here. All right, so this is really expensive. But let's say you're a teacher or something, and you don't want to have to constantly show your face all the time. This might be worth the price. But anyhow, the add-on price is $1,000 a year, and you already need to have a member of this account. You have to be a paying member. So you can use your own voice, your own avatar. It's very, very good for engaging content, but it's 10 minutes. All right. So those are the features of Synthesia. I went over the tour, the benefits, and who is it made for. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, could you please hit the like button? I've been some Digital Nomad Institute. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.